All right, let's get back to it. Let's get back to it. All right, what's up, Marzi?
Hey.
Gina, go to the. Gina said, "Have we started yet?" Yes, we have. Had some technical issues. I think I can show the pictures though. I had two copyright infringements on here. Okay, and I
Wow.
apologize. I apologize. But we're talking
What
about the
it is.
movie King Richard, and we're talking about True Story. Did you just text Gina?
Mm-mm.
Nah.
You need me to text her?
Yeah, text Gina.
Look like you talking about did we start yet? But I'm with the message. That's something I've been on a soapbox forever on. You know, I always said, if you don't take care of your kids, the state will, or somebody else
Hmm.
will. You know,
Hmm. It is a feel good movie. I, it's a great movie to
hmm
learn some things from. Okay, the dedication that this man has to his kids and making sure that they are successful. It's
I'm
it's like
he.
none other. It's a good movie.
I mean, he had his Joe Jackson moments, and I mean, but his kids ain't like the Jacksons. You know, they didn't reject him. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, I don't know what's going on.
You just got a big long delay.
Yeah, no. Okay, because I'm on Streamyard twice here. Let me get rid of this one.
Okay, yeah, drop one of them. So I always thought that you know, anybody like him, you talk about heroes, and they always giving these people these cadeaux for doing stuff in the community and doing stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and people like him to me, man, I knew one person like that, my daddy.
Okay.
He did it with love. You know,
Mm-hmm.
my daddy did exactly the same thing. He not only told me what I could do, he
Mm-hmm.
explained the reason why I was good at what I did. The reason why I'm in electronics right now is because of my father.
Mm. And you
He
know what?
said,
That's a good thing when you have parents,
they recognize.
mothers or fathers that do that, and then also take in other children also of the community. And you
Yep.
do have a lot of haters, because it's like it's not their idea, things like that.
Well, they
And
not
now,
getting
as
the
far as
credit.
as a CPS, what you were talking about, the reason why I asked you that question, because you do have some. Sometimes it's a good thing to call CPS, um,
Sometimes.
but that's why I said sometimes. But once you
Yeah.
find out what it is about, and it's not what you thought it was about,
You think
then
I
that's
think
when you need to back up.
back up,
Yeah, and like you said,
apologize,
that's
and
just
start
hating
kissing
after
some
that.
boo boo or whatever. Because I mean, to
Help
me,
out, if anything.
right. I mean, get your lazy butt over there, and if you see something funky,
Hmm.
go over there and ask a question. Hey,
Hmm.
is everything okay? Ask.
Yeah.
You
So
know,
people actually told on him to have those people come to him. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Uh,
someone have to call in for that.
yeah.
again, just people need to just mind their business.
Well,
Mm-mm,
I'm
mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. I disagree with that, because sometimes my thing is it's better to call in and
Chris.
then find
For
out
the
that you
flag
were
to be
wrong
raised.
than to not call in and find out that, be like, well, I didn't really realize that was going on. I worked in that industry. No, it's better to call in, find out what's happening, then back up.
Okay, if there's a flag to be raised.
Right.
Yeah, yeah, no, no, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, if it's something that looked like, yeah, that something is going wrong. Yeah.
So you
You
saying?
know.
I
You
mean,
know what's
are you saying that King Richard in
I
the
didn't see
movie?
the movie, so I don't know.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying.
Mhm.
All he did was teach his children how to play tennis and taught
well.
them very well.
Well,
And they
you got
called
people.
on that.
You got a people. Well, he was not allow them to run out in the streets. He was making sure that they studied. Making sure that they got to the practices on time, practicing late sometimes and coming home late sometimes. But you know what's so crazy about that? This y'all is this: if if a different kind of King Richard was out in the damn streets, grabbed his child, slamming up against the dang on car, and beat his butt, won't nobody calls CPS.
Mm-mm.
You know what I'm saying? They don't
So
want
what
to
was
get
the
involved
reasoning in the movie for them to call CPS on him?
because he thought he was being too hard for what I just told you about
Oh, for those,
practice. Yeah, for those reasons.
for being a parent.
for doing good things, you know.
For being a parent.
Right. Doing what
Well,
he's
he
supposed
had
to do.
them out in the rain. He was doing some unconventional things
Yeah.
to help those kids. But you know, the other part about that is the kids were not complaining.
No.
They wanted it as
They
well.
wasn't coming out with bloody lips and none of that stuff, you know.
Everybody say hey to Chris Mills.
All right,
Hey,
holler at my
Chris.
brother. What's going on, bro?
What up, bro?
You know
How
we
y'all
getting ready.
feeling?
You know we getting ready to disagree on a whole.
Okay, because he
bunch
got
of
that.
issues.
He got his look too.
He got that. You didn't like it, Chris?
No, he
No, I
liked
love
it.
it. I love it.
He liked it.
I mean,
And he loved Will Smith as King Richard.
like I said, I
But you
compare-
know a little bit of background with the family and
But-
stuff too, though, right?
Yeah, but see the thing about it is why people don't like Will Smith as Richard Williams is because he's not dark enough.
That's not why I didn't like him.
Look,
It is dark brother.
if you close your eyes and listen to him talk, he sounds just like Richard.
Yeah, like I said, he had his mannerisms down pat.
That's what I'm saying.
He sounded like
the
Will
reason-
Smith to me.
The reason most people didn't like it, well, majority of the people said it was a great performance. Majority
Yes,
of
it was. It was.
And the thing about it is that it's pretty much like the Nina Simone story. When they
Right.
had what's her name? Zoe.
Yeah,
He had her playing Nina Simone and she wasn't dark enough.
right.
And that's the situation with this. He's not dark enough to play Richard, but his acting skills made up for him not being dark enough.
Because
I'm not
his
taking away the
mannerism.
fact that I ain't taking away the fact that Will Smith did a great acting job. Okay,
Mhm.
he acted. Okay,
Right.
he wasn't Richard Williams to me.
Okay.
Now you spent some time with them. I met them a couple of times. I didn't spend no time with them, but to me,
Big Bro. But you know, Big Bro, it's because if you look at everybody else, even when he played Muhammad Ali, he kind of resembled Muhammad Ali, so it made it believable.
Right.
he didn't
Ray-
resemble Richard Williams.
But that's what I'm saying. That's why it was more acting than it was because he didn't look like him.
In appearance.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like even when Jamie played Ray, he kind of looked like Ray, so it made it believable with Angela Bassett and Tina Turner and all of that. You know what I'm saying?
Dude.
It's just he didn't
Yeah,
look
I
like
love
he didn't
that
look
movie.
physically like Richard, but like I
His
said,
mannerism.
I closed my eyes and I was like,
And you
yo,
listen.
that's Rich on TV, bro.
Okay, and here's my reason why. Look, number one, we've seen Will Smith in a gang of movies. Okay,
Mhm.
so at some point, the same thing with Denzel. At some point, take a break, all right, and just say, okay, look, because in King Richard, you know what I saw? I saw the Fresh Prince. I saw Training Day. I saw Bad Boys. I saw Muhammad Ali. I saw Consequence. I saw all of that in that movie.
Right, because he didn't look like Rich. That's why.
But it's like I saw him do Richard when he did the Fresh Prince back in the day. You know what I'm saying? I saw him.
I get what you're saying. You were
it was
stuck
one of his
in all of those other
characters.
Yeah.
I closed my eyes. I saw I heard Will Smith.
But
Okay.
if you ever listen to Richard in an interview,
Yeah, it was spot on, man. And like sitting down and holding conversations with Rich.
you know,
So yeah, the person that I know Rich through is the half sister that's talking all the mess right now.
Yeah.
Was that Sabrina?
Sabrina. Yeah, that's how I know him. You know what I'm saying?
The half.
Yeah, so he had a family before them that he left and ended up marrying Venus and Sabrina's mom.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like 5 of them total.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? All in their 50s.
Okay, so the reason I had to switch over was because there was a copyright infringement, which is fine. I understand that. That's cool. But when we get off of here, I'm going to show you a side-by-side comparison, which is what I was going to show before, of that interview that Venus did with the reporter and how Richard came in and defended her sort of. And I got a side-by-side, one with the real Richard and one with Will Smith portraying him. I'm going to show you guys after.
But then doesn't that go back to appearance again? Pretty much what Chris is saying is because of the appearance.
It doesn't look like
and
it's not. You're not going to be able to sell. You're not going to be able to sell Richard Williams
face.
with Will Smith, but it's no
Mhm.
one. It's no one that I can really think of that can portray Richard.
Yeah, because when you look at the pic, they actually
Okay, let's
show
get somebody
like
new.
they do at the end, like they do at all movies.
But
They
you,
put the real person up
Right,
there,
right.
and
mhm.
you look at the real person. You look at Will Smith, you're like, ah, dang. But then again, you start listening to him talk. he,
Yeah,
he
but you
got
know,
it down. He got it down.
you can't spend millions on a new person.
Wait,
So,
You got
what?
to sell the movie,
hey,
and
Chris,
I'm
Will
saying
Will is what sold the movie.
yeah,
Will's
Chris,
been new before. They gave him an opportunity. Chadwick Boseman, he was new before. Gave him a good.
But
Let's get
but you know
somebody
how many
new.
movies he did before he got that big
yeah,
A
role.
big
He
one.
did a
Okay,
lot of
okay.
movies. Got the big,
Have you guys watched Power? Not Power, but BMF.
yeah,
Okay. Meech's son is playing him, doing a great job.
because but the only reason
you
he got
know
the
him.
job, the only reason he got the job is the same way O'Shea Jr. got the job for Ice Cube.
You know.
You see what I'm saying? His family.
I get it, but I'm just saying when y'all see this
Hey,
side by
Chris.
side comparison.
Hey,
Now look, I'm not knocking the
hey,
movie.
Chris.
The movie is a good feel good movie. Okay,
Uh-huh.
they told the story. All right. Now one thing I did not like also is the when they're advertising this, they're saying the story of they're basically saying it's King Richard, the story of Serena and Venus. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It told more about Venus than anything. It told about the family dynamics, okay, but this was about Venus, not Serena and Venus.
Well, you know, this was more of about Richard training the sisters, but it's training the sisters up until Venus's first match that she lost
Right.
against the girl. Because it was just expanding from them younger up until Venus going pro.
I think they should have went a little bit into Serena.
That would have been a long movie.
And
Well,
Will
I'm
would have
saying
been like,
Longer.
they could have
and you
cut
know,
some of it. They could
they
have cut
put the
some of it.
Well, I
they
mean,
put the
'cause you got to
bio at the
realize,
end though, Greg.
I don't think Serena went pro until what 3 years after Venus did or something like that.
Yeah,
Period piece. It's a
they
period piece.
they put the bio at the end and explained it. You know how
And
Serena.
they also here's what they also did. They put another one being Serena or something like that. They put another one out there right at the same time talking about Serena. Period. Her marriage, her comeback, all of that stuff. They did another little movie about that. Okay, I can appreciate that because they
Well,
know that they did that about Venus, and they
Well,
had to give Serena hers.
yeah, you know they had to because
yeah,
the reason Serena is really in the movie is because they were training together.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? There's more of them training together than it is the movie being about Serena or Venus. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Because it's really just telling the Williams side of I can't even say the Williams side, but the second family side of the story. It's not
So
telling
Chris,
the story.
is the daddy that caddy? Because remember when they got that first deal and he was sitting on the couch? Do you
Oh
actually
yeah,
think
he's
that?
like that for real. Real.
This is
But
what he did. The dude slid the first deal over there talking, and he look. This is the first deal. He just farted on it. He just
yeah,
"Brrr,"
but you know what's crazy?
and walked.
What's crazy though is it shows
Literally, yes,
it
he did.
shows
Myself.
our kind that we don't have to take the first deal that's offered to us.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And
That's
if
good.
you believe in
If they
what
give you $1 million, they'll give you
yeah,
10 million.
exactly. So if you believe in the product that you're putting out, which was his daughter's, he believed, we can really
And
make
she did
more than
too.
what they offer.
And that is so true. I mean,
And she did too.
and and I'm quite sure, Chris, you didn't came up on this too. I don't know if you or Maurice or Marcy, if you came up to it, but in the business that we're in, people are going to throw money at you. Okay?
Mhm.
You cannot accept
Yeah.
everything that comes at you.
Mhm.
All the money, I don't care. Look, we black kids, and I'm speaking for Chris as well. We black kids coming from GI, and we ain't never seen that kind of money. You know
But
Well,
what
you
I'm
all
saying?
start.
money ain't good money either.
You ain't lying about that because
So when
you know.
somebody throw $1 million at you and say, "Hey, look, look, it's right here for you. Cut that check. You see all them zeros, and then here comes the other part that says, but this is what we need you to do. Okay,
Yeah.
you need to
Read the fine print.
you need to compromise what you start. Because see, here's my thing with that. You offer me $1 million because you saw what I could do, and you see
Seen something.
this is what you want. Now you
Mhm.
think that all of these zeros, because I'm this nigga from Gary. You think you're gonna throw all of this money at me and say, okay, well, look, what we need you to do is, we love the show, but
Mhm.
throw some Madonna videos in there and throw some Britney Spears videos in there, and maybe add a white co-host.
You know,
That's not what you saw.
that's no.
It's
That
not what
ain't
you
dope
saw.
living. That
That's
ain't
not what made you want to sign me.
right.
Exactly.
Exactly, and that's what I always tell these kids with these groups. They get a group, right? They get a group together. It's fire. It's on fire. And then the A&R shows up, and the first thing he got to do is try to slice the star off the mug. You know,
Hmm.
he tried to slice the star off of it, and the star don't know he offered him $200,000 for a little deal, and it's a 360 deal that can be
Mhm.
good or bad. It depends on what company it is. 360 deal, and slice him off for $250,000, and he run off with $250,000 and leave the other, group members there supposedly broke. Well, they put something together and replace his ass. New addition. Now they $1 billion. They billionaires or millionaires. So uh, I used to get this right across me all the time. Pops, dude offered me $250,000. First thing I said, did you read the contract? Did you get your entertainment lawyer before you even talk to him about this money? And think about this for a minute. When it's all said and done, what are you gonna take home? Do you know? You know, half of them don't know. Half
Yeah,
of them don't know. They take home 35 grand. I said you could have made that money at McDonald's, and guess what? You got to pay the taxes on the $250,000.
yeah.
You
And
know.
I want to do a label so bad, okay, but
Mm.
I don't know. I did Dope Living Entertainment a long time ago. I know what I was doing. Didn't know what I was doing, and all of the stuff that I've learned from Chris, Maurice. I want to do one so bad, okay. There's still some learning I got
I
to do,
still want to do one. Tell you the truth.
because everybody got, and Chris, you can attest to this. Everybody got a label. Everybody got a little
Oh,
label.
that's a
Every
million of
listen,
them here.
right? Everybody say
In
I
Yeah, and
got.
that's when
Nashville.
you do your research and see things and listen to stories of horror stories of people that are out there and what they're going through with some of these labels,
Well,
so that you know that that's something that you don't want to go through
but
or do to
that
the
ex-
people.
that example I just gave you usually comes from the people, the labels. The A&Rs in the labels. They put
Mm,
19,000 people in front of the money. you
mhm.
know. And so guess what? He just basically took your whatever you had left of that 250,000, put your promotions and stuff together, left you holding 35,000 and the taxes.
And see, this is why I can appreciate what my little brother Chris does, because
Mhm.
Chris had a label and he stopped his label because he wanted to, not because nobody told
He
him to.
had to, yeah. Mhm.
You know, and that's cool. You decided you want to do something else at this time, and now you're getting ready to start it back up. You know what I'm saying? That's what you're supposed to do. You don't let anybody dictate what
Mhm.
you do. You make the rules. Okay, this is yours. And if they want to get on it, cool. If they don't want to get on it,
Cool.
cool. I'm
And
good.
watch your money. That's something I did. I don't care a lot for Oprah. She's okay, but I'm not over the top like a lot of people. But something that I took
Don't
from
sit
her,
right, right?
I don't. Well, some of the things with her book clubs, I didn't. And I'm a bookworm. I didn't like a lot of her books, but I like when she said she knows where every penny from her companies go. She write all the checks, and that's something that I really took from her, because you hear a lot of the celebrities say that they went bankrupt. They thought, like you just said, Maurice, that I was going to get that 250, and I
Hmm.
ended up with 35.
Right. Ass hammer.
And watch where your money is going. Don't you can trust some people, but you still need them to bring it all to you for the final okay.
And again, if I had some of the which we do have a lot of leads here, a lot of places here to get folks, involved in labels here in Nashville. They
Mhm,
call it Music Cities. I mean, there's one on
mhm,
every corner as far as people. They can get a bunch of people together and get a label together. The kick in the head is getting paid. That's the kick in the head. And you're gonna have to have something major behind you to do that. You don't have to, but
mhm,
if you don't, hustle got to be straight up. It's got to be a real serious hustle. You got to be ready to get your butt on the stage. You got to be able to roll, and you got to be ready to make that money. And don't complain when you have to do the same thing 19 million times, because that's what your fan base asks for,
mhm.
and that's the problem. Your
And I
fan
know
base asking for your hit, and you don't
Well,
want to do your hit no more. You
Some
want to do
people get
something
the
else.
big head.
You
Some
know.
people get the big head once they think they've made it, but
well,
they don't realize that once you're there, the ones who helped you get there, that you're gonna still need folks then too when you get up there.
well,
see, I know we ventured off of
King Richard.
the King
yeah.
Richard.
Well, and not really. I mean, it's the same thing. It's the motivation of artists. That's the only difference. And basically, they're artists too because they mastered their art. And that
Hmm.
was tennis.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, what you got to look at is this. You got to look at the fact that it's pretty much like a city boy training in basketball. You know what I'm saying?
hmm
It's a situation where people don't look at it like that because it's a sport that's not common
Right.
us. You know what I'm saying? At the time when they were,
and they were coming up.
when they were coming up trying to
Mhm.
take over everything. But it's it's the same thing. Like it's similar to the He Got Game movie. You know what I'm saying? The way Denzel pushed Jesus Shuttlesworth to be who he was.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? There's more of that in this movie. You know what I'm saying? And the piggyback off of the music thing. The music thing, the whole music industry is about to change once again.
Well, that's what everybody's been waiting on, a big change. And because right now, I listen to a lot of stuff, and my ear may be getting older, but I know it sounds good. You know what I'm saying? And for the most part, like the other day, when I was talking to one of the artists that I used to manage, and I have all his masters, every single one of them, and he just re-released the album Cheesy. He called me up. He said, "Pops, can you get my masters to him?" Now, if that had been a label or a super label, guess what? They'd have had to buy them. You
Mm-hmm.
know, they would have had to say, "Hey, you got to cough up X amount of dollars for to get these masters, and you're gonna have to get you a lawyer because I'm not gonna release them to you. I'm gonna release them to XYZ so they can listen to them too for free." You know.
Hey, I wanted to touch on too the supporting cast. Okay, I
Mm-hmm.
think those girls, and I was told that the one girl that played Venus, she was actually, I think, left-handed, and she learned how to play right-handed for
Wow.
them. Um, I think the supporting cast was fantastic. I think they really did the thing. And again, new people. What was her name? Sanaya Sidney and Demi Singleton. They played Venus and Serena respectively. Um, so, and I wanted to read some of these critics' comments here real quick. This one says King Richard has a Will Smith problem. It is obviously meant to be award catnip for Smith and a cinematic crowning for Richard Williams, father of Venus and Serena. And yet Smith's starring role may be the weakest part of the film.
Wow.
That's haters.
Wait, who said that?
Uh,
Oh, just a fan or non-fan. Oh, I thought you said the father said it.
this is somebody named Soraya.
Okay.
Uh, Here's another one that says, in this compelling, well acted, but conventionally told biopic about the unconventional dad of tennis icon Serena Venus Williams, actor Will Smith makes another convincing bid to collect some acting trophies. Smith's work here is quite effective. He expresses Williams' temerity with an easygoing slyness that is seductive enough to briefly look past problematic questions of exploitation. And it goes on and on and on and on.
Mm.
Boy, so now they're releasing the claim on my man. You know what? And now they're releasing the claim on my video.
Really.
Too late. We
Yeah.
cool. We
So
good.
let me just give y'all this fun fact, quote unquote. Venus and Serena are not the first two sisters to be tennis players.
Mm.
It's the what is it called? The Ramonas?
Mhm.
No.
Yeah, it's the Ramonas, Matilda and Margaret, back in the 1930s. They played from the 1930s to the 1950s.
Wow.
Oh, I think I saw something on that. Yeah.
Yeah, they were the first
Right.
sisters. Venus and Serena are the second.
Hmm.
So let me ask you guys: do you think Serena made a bigger impact than Venus did?
Most definitely. Most
Without a
definitely.
doubt. Without a doubt. I think Serena wanted it a lot more than Venus did.
I think that Serena fire blew up
Yeah.
sooner than Serena's did.
Is Venus still playing? I'm not a big tennis
Not
fan.
not
She's
really.
not. Okay.
She
No, I don't
plays.
think.
She plays when it pays.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Okay.
she I think
Just
I
somebody pull a chain and say, "Hey, $2 million involved in a 20 minute stint. I'm there."
yeah,
Okay.
I think her lead fire blew out faster than Serena's did.
Yeah,
Okay.
because Serena, she pays for championships. She
Serena was
don't.
she, she didn't
Championships.
have as much fire as Serena did. You know what I'm saying? She loved the game. Yes, she did.
Yeah.
Can't take it away from her. But Serena, they even showed how she was, boxing, trying to get the body strength and all of that
Mhm.
stuff.
Oh, she got
Venus
the
didn't
body
do
strength
that. Venus didn't do all of
like
that.
a gladiator.
Yeah. With Serena wasn't your typical tennis player.
No,
It wasn't tennis players built like Serena.
Mm-mm.
they are now. They coming along now, built like a.
Yeah.
Because that was one of the things that Daddy made sure that wasn't conventional. Running around like the rest of them people, and
Mhm.
that coach was running them girls into the ground, running them teenagers into the ground, and they were rebelling and starting to rebel. One of the scenes in the movie is from the teens rebelling and ended up on TV, and he had lied to King Richard, about it. He had lied about it and said, "Oh well, ain't none of these people in trouble." They would sit down in the little bar inside of the tennis training center, and he had sent his kids off to. They went to Disneyland, and went to be kids, and that's exactly what he told them. I want them to be kids. I don't want them to be like these people on TV.
Mhm.
You know.
Yeah.
So
So did and I want to move on to true story, but each one of you guys just let me know. And Marcy, I know you didn't watch the movie, so
Mhm.
Maurice and Chris, and I know Chris, you love the movie, you love the acting. Okay, did it did it do its job?
we won't
Um,
know it.
for the short story they wanted to portray, yeah, it did.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because it was only the training aspect up until the first professional match
Right,
Mhm.
with Serena. I mean, not with Serena, with Venus.
Venus.
Yeah. So I mean, it did what it needed to do as far as the short story they was trying to portray. You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna portray the negative stuff. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
not all of it anyway.
Yeah. So they, I mean, they had the bits and pieces in it. You know what I'm saying? When they had the quote unquote argument in the kitchen with the wife and Richard.
Yeah,
Uh,
but she straightened that out fairly decently
quickly.
quickly.
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean that was the key point of the movie too.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
we're a
saying?
team.
Yeah. Like she said, when everybody thought he was a dumb Negro, she never thought that. She never saw that. So
Mhm. That's good.
And
So,
did you like the part, Chris, where he get a little retrospect on himself, where he's talking about his father, and you
mhm.
couldn't touch white people's hands when you gave them back their change,
Yeah.
and he was giving this change back to these white people when he touched their hands. Well, the white people beat the crap out of him, and
Mhm.
he was laying down getting the crap beat out of him, and he looked out the corner of his eye, and his daddy was running
Yeah.
away. He told his kids, he said, "I will never do that ever," and,
Right.
so.
and I want to say this real quick too, man. Not about the movie, but it's a testament to us, you guys, that yes, um, the content that we come on here, some that comes on here sometimes, we we get copyright blocks, okay, but when they look at it, because I think they immediately block stuff because they see this part that there's something that they own and this and that. Okay, but when they see how we're talking about it, and that initially it's helping them, it's helping their
Mm-hmm.
movie, it's helping all of that stuff. So they released the video. The rights owner released their claim on your video because they had a chance to watch it. Okay, you know that's a good thing because they watch it and they see that we mean no harm. We're not trying to
Mm-mm.
do anything bad.
Make money from it and all that.
We're
But
helping you guys. We're helping
but
you.
I'm just saying it's a contrast. Thinking about all the crap that they put on TV, you know, like these housewives deals and these hip hop, all that other stuff, you know, all
That's
that
crazy.
D-Rama stuff on here. It's a breath of fresh air. It's something that had been going on for a long time in their family. It seemed like it's a good piece for me to put it out there for the rest of the world to see.
So is this a Oscar nomination for Will Smith?
It's good, but I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I mean, he's sitting right there on the edge. Unless something else don't come out this year that just blow it out the water. It's one of the better movies I've seen this year in anybody. I
I've
can't
seen a
say
lot of the reviews, and it's like
everybody's it's shutting it down.
yeah. Some say yes, some say no. Most
That
are
that
saying
right
no.
there, that right there is gonna be a black and white thing because you know it's to me it's showing a black family where the father is definitely a positive pusher. You
Well, they
know,
don't need to. They don't need to throw Oscars at us anymore because we're getting
no,
a year just about. Okay,
no,
so
no.
is this a Oscar for Will Smith?
No, because if you got to think that hard, I don't think so. Look at
No,
both.
it's not that. What I'm thinking about it was the other black movies
Mm.
that came out that's going to be able to compete with it. Because you
Now,
know there was 1-2 nominations when it comes to black.
Hmm.
okay, and we're gonna talk about Bruised as well another day. But
Woo.
so
That's another one too.
overall, for me, I think it was a great movie. I think it was like I said, it was a feel good movie.
Mhm.
It's one of those. I like movies that show triumph. You know,
Mhm.
we can
And us
overcome.
in a
You know,
light other than fighting.
but as I
Yeah.
said, we can overcome. We're not
Mhm.
fighting and killing this, and even though he did get
Not a lot of negativity and
not a lot of negativity. All right,
drug pimps and.
I loved
like
it.
I said, Chris dealt with them with the family.
Mhm.
I met him once, maybe twice, but I never had the opportunity to just sit and talk and deal with them like that. So,
Mhm.
you know, what I saw was with Richard was not favorable to me.
But see,
it was
Greg,
it was the first LeVar Ball. You know what I
Greg,
mean?
Oh.
I got accused of being a Joe Jackson so many times when I used to run those groups. It wasn't even funny. Believe it or not, I got accused of being Joe Jackson because I would talk to the promoters just like you know he was talking to those managers. I'd walk up to him and say, "Look, man, you need to have a loop when we walk in the door, or guess what? There ain't gonna be no show. Period." And, you know, they try to whip out all this stuff talking about, well, what if y'all don't do? I said, you already know. Your DJ is spinning the track right now. They're on the floor dancing. They want to see somebody live. Have my money ready when I walk in the door, please.
To have my money ready.
Yeah. That right there. And then promoters calling up, you know, want you to do shit for free. I'm not going to Atlanta to do something for free.
Oh no, not at all.
You
Nothing's
know,
free. Remember that, y'all. Value,
Know your worth. We
value.
always say that. Know your worth.
Know your worth. Let's get to this, man. True story. Kevin Hart, Wesley Snipes. All right.
I saw bits of my
Kevin
wife is one. She loved it. So
Kevin Hart is
hold on for a second.
stepping outside of that comedic role that he always plays
Mhm.
again. All right.
Mhm.
And quite frankly, man, I like the fact that Kevin Hart is not just being in comedic roles.
One dimensional. Yeah.
And I liked the movie. I liked the way that he portrayed that movie. I liked the way that he did the other movie when he was with the baby, with the raising his
Oh, the
daughter.
baby girl. Yeah.
The name of the movie is True Story. It's 7 episodes on Netflix.
Series.
I can't play it because I'm not going through this copyright thing
Then
again.
go through.
I'm gonna make sure that next time that I do play something though, I get full permission. All right, but it's a change of pace. He plays a guy called Kid, and he's a stand-up comic, and he came home for a show and reunited with his brother Carlton, who's Wesley Snipes. And Carlton and his brother had conflicts in the past, but they seem to be getting along now. And even if Kevin was a non-drinker, but his brother kind of pulled him back into that.
Yeah.
And a whole bunch of stuff comes in after that, okay, where it gets to a point where Kevin's character winds up next to a dead body, okay, and it goes on from there. I'm not going to give the movie away, but I didn't expect it. I didn't expect it, huh?
We're going to have to talk about it. That's what the show's about. If
I said I didn't want to give it away.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna give it away because like I thought the show was a bit violent, a lot violent, but I did like it, and I like the twist and turns.
I got my dope glass today.
There you go.
I like the twist and turns in it. There were some things that it was like wait, what? And then even like with the ending, but it was good. And you brought up the part about Kevin Hart's character Kid having had, I think he said he hadn't had a drink in 6 months or so.
Right.
And the brother encouraging him, well, just take a sip. And that stood out for me because I've heard of so many people who are, I guess you call it on the wagon or something, might have been an alcoholic or a drug addict or something and stopped. And then someone so-called close to you coming in and encouraging you. Yeah. Like, come on, it's just one for us. Come on, take one for the team and things of that nature. And that happens all the time in real life.
Yes, it does.
And that I did a slow burn with that because people just don't realize what you do to others. One thing, the airplane scene, what did you think about that? With the N word and the, you didn't see it. Did you see any of it, Maurice?
No, my wife did.
I thought that was too much.
Mm-hmm.
That was too much.
So what happened?
There was a white guy, and he was too comfortable with that word. Okay, Kevin was in first class, and this guy was just throwing the N word all over the place.
No.
He told it was you mind. I'm like,
yeah, and the bodyguard wasn't trying to have nothing up. He said, "You got 2 seconds." They'd already told the bodyguard to take a seat, and he was like, "Look, you got 2 more seconds." And I know I'm not a violent person,
but you'd take his butt out.
I'd have had to say something first, nice, in a nice way where I kind of diced you up a little bit, and if you kept coming at it, there'd have been a situation there. And he was like, well, if you say it without the R, it's okay. Really what he was saying was something, I guess, that the character Kid had said in a stand-up routine.
Right.
And so he felt it was okay. He was trying to say, oh, yeah, this, that, and the other, whatever. And then something about he didn't have a phone charger. So he offered it to the kid. And he said, well, thank you. And I give back or whatever. Don't think I'm still some crazy said. And he said, yeah, because you my nigga.
Right.
And I was like,
pump the brakes on that.
I know it's a movie. It is not, it's fictional and all this, but I was like,
I'm like, make it real.
But you do have some people that feel that it's okay. And that's something I think we as African Americans need to be careful because just because, even if some of us say it does not mean that it's okay for others to say it, because we're saying it kind of like in a different manner. But it's still that just kind of was like, so that kind of stood out. But something I did read is that Kevin Hart said as a celebrity, he does go through similar things in real life of that nature.
And you can't escape it if you're in this business. You really can't escape. They may not say it to your face all the time, okay?
Mm-hmm.
They're saying it behind your back, okay?
Mm-hmm.
It's. I'm telling you, I don't know how many times that I know that I've been called that.
The girl.
Dude, It's crazy. Everybody that's watching the show right now, you guys are commenting on the link. All right. Come to the show. Come inside and comment on the live so that I can help you out. Anyway, I'll read you some of your comments. They're talking about the King Richard.
Mm.
Hey,
Jocelyn,
can I say what the name was supposed to be?
Yeah.
was,
Nah, I ain't gonna do that.
Jocelyn
Go ahead.
most people looking for and chasing a check, no different from Joe Jackson, recognizing and developing a talent, plus teaching their kids to think while developing their skills. That's the
And Joe Jackson made sure all them kids knew they worth, without a doubt, even if he was taking a piece of it.
absolutely. What were you gonna say, Chris?
No, I was gonna say what the original name of the movie was gonna be until they changed it to King Richard. But I ain't gonna do that.
What was it going to be?
I ain't gonna do that live.
Really?
Do that on the comment section on it, you know.
Said he ain't gonna do that. He said he ain't gonna do that live.
Private.
But if you put it private, I'm gonna read it anyway.
No, you ain't gonna read it.
Yes, he is. Every time I put something private, it is read.
Just for
Like,
us to know.
what's the difference? Why have a private?
Read it anyway. You
Yeah,
know,
he does. It's
I ain't gonna
read.
read that though.
Did you see True Story?
That was gonna be the original name of the movie.
Did you see True
What?
Story? What?
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Are you kidding me?
Cause you know what Richard's nickname is.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean,
That was what he wrote it as before, you know what I'm saying? It's like, nah, we can't do that.
no.
You could.
That'd have been that'd been a little interesting.
Then it would became a comedy.
Because if you look
It
how
took the realness out of it. The way
but
it
if
is
you
right
look
now.
how
The seriousness.
how Will Smith played Richard, you know what I'm saying? You can tell that was the actual name of the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he had those nut crunches on. I'm just saying he did. I'm like, they couldn't find no shorts that fit, but that's how Richard Williams.
That's how he was though, bro.
Well, didn't like one of the gangsters was messing with him when they was messing with him, told him to get some bigger shorts.
Yeah. But you also see later on down the line that same gang started respecting him when he brought.
Yeah, that's what I told them. Yeah.
Yeah.
After the one there was an actor got killed.
Right.
Yeah. He was finna mess his life up though. He was finna mess his life up. He was finna take him down. Said, I'm tired of getting embarrassed and beat up in front of his daughters.
Why were they beating him up?
Because they were haters.
He was
okay.
He was different. Like I said, you didn't see men teaching black daughters how to play tennis.
Right. And he did not back down even at him.
Mm-hmm.
He told them how he felt. They beat his butt. Next time he do the same thing again, you know.
Yeah.
Which is all good. Chris, did you see True Story?
You know I did. I watched that like 4 or 5 times.
7 episodes. 7 episodes. Now,
7, 4, 5.
I liked episodes 6 and 7. All right. It started off kind of slow to me, but after I'd say 3.
You think it started off slow?
I think it started slow.
Somebody died in the very first episode.
I'm like, it was violent throughout.
I'm not talking about the violence. The violence I'm cool with, okay?
Well, I just looked over and I'm looking at the garage scene now.
I think it just started off slow. When it got to episode 2, I was more into it. Okay, episode 1 tells the story. I think most things start off kind of slow, but it got better and better and better. Kevin Hart did his thing, okay, and Wesley Snipes played off of Kevin Hart well. I'm saying I like Kevin Hart as a serious actor. I do. Yeah. I do. Everybody say what's up to Gina.
Hey, Gina. Hey.
Hey, y'all don't know my struggles.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. We bless you.
I'm gonna start calling Gina.
Praying for you right now.
Author Gina Mills.
Uh-oh.
What?
You got you what Chris normally have his 20 minutes, all right? But now Gina got her 20 minutes.
Yeah. Hey, I was DWB.
Driving while black.
That's right. They don't care if you male or female.
Did they pull you over?
Yeah.
You good?
What'd you get a ticket?
Wait. What kind of car you driving?
A Charger.
I was about to say,
Okay.
You don't get pulled over with that one.
Yeah.
It don't matter if it got the stock
And
wheels on it.
what color is it?
It's
Red.
gray.
Oh,
Great.
I was just
But
saying, yeah,
wait a
red. You
minute,
definitely
Chris.
gonna get pulled.
Wait. There was another Charger pulled over 2 blocks in front of me that was red.
Oh,
Wow.
I remember years ago I had a red car, and when I went to get insurance, they said, they're gonna start pulling you over, and it wasn't even a sports car.
Marcel, I remember that red Chevette you had. That's the red Chevy
I had
Chevette.
never had a Chevette, baby. I've never had a
Check
Chevette.
this out. We're going to the car show in Franklin, which that's in Tennessee, that's like the 5th richest county in the whole freaking state. But anyway, I'm sorry, the richest county in the state. Anyway, you know how you got a arrow making a left turn?
Mhm.
Well, I'm making a left turn in the arrow, and I lose the arrow, but I still have the green. So I complete my left turn. The officer is facing me, looking at me. He pulls me over for running a red light, supposedly. I said, no, the arrow, I lost the arrow. I will agree with that. He said, but you failed to yield to the traffic coming towards you. Still got a ticket.
Yeah.
Still running a green light.
He's still
Well,
running the green light.
I wasn't
Yeah.
running.
Running a green light.
What did he pull you over for?
Let me ask
Well,
you this.
he said my
Failure to yield.
my light, my license plate, one of the
Light.
bulbs was
Mhm.
blown.
They'll pull you over.
Okay. Did you get a ticket or warning?
A warning.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty
I was
easy to
gonna ask you how
replace.
slow- I was going to ask you how slow you was driving.
Well, you know what? He probably, the windows are tinted.
So you got the boy or you got the girl?
He probably thought that it was a guy driving. He didn't
Mhm.
he didn't
No, I'm
realize
talking
it
about-
until he got to the window. It was me and my granddaughter.
I'm talking about which charger you got.
Hmm?
You got which charger do you have? You got an SRT or you got like the 6
I got the Hemi.
Oh, see, it was making some noise going down the road too.
Mhm.
Yeah, but
that mug idling make noise. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Man, it's
that was
about
that was just
10,000 of them
bogus.
mugs here.
You know, I haven't been pulled over in about 20 years.
Look, I
It's
haven't
a
had
Charger,
ticket in
Gina. It's
42.
a Charger. They're gonna pull
I
you
I
haven't
over
know,
for that.
I know.
I
Whenever I
haven't had
pull out
ticket in-
my when I drive my Lexus, they pull me over all the time.
It's your
42.
Every
anniversary.
time.
It's your
40.
anniversary.
For-
It's your 20-year anniversary.
It's my 20-year anniversary. So I got another 20 years.
Yeah, now after you got your ticket now, 20 years later, when
Greg.
you're 97 years old.
Greg, I haven't had a ticket in 42 flipping years, man.
Well, I ain't that old, dude, so I wouldn't know about them 42. But
That's the last
I
ticket I
ain't-
got, and it was in Hammond.
I've
Indiana?
never
Uh-huh.
I've never had to pay for a ticket.
I had one. I didn't have to pay for it. I went in because I was trying to figure out how I was going. What do you say? Like 75 miles, and I stopped at a stop sign behind 2 cars.
Wow.
But he said I came through the stop sign at like 75 miles an hour, and I was like, I am on my way to chemo treatments with my dad going 2 miles an hour, taking the back road. There were 2 cars in front of me at the stop sign,
Did you
and
get
it was a
ticket?
4-way stop, so everybody was stopping, not just.
Yeah.
I've
Really?
never had to pay for a ticket, okay, because I'm Greg Gray, right? No, because my son's mom's a lawyer. I just get girl take care of it.
Mm-mm.
Take care of this, man.
Okay.
You'd be
Well,
like,
I
We're
used
gonna
to,
have to get the lawyer lady on here.
I just
let's get
used
on
to
there. See if I can find.
my old cop's friend's name, and they all be down at the Hudson and Campbell, so I was good with them.
Yeah, this was you wouldn't have knew this one. He was state and he was country.
Ooh.
He was corn country.
Oh yeah.
I don't even know what he was
His
doing down on
name is-
5th Avenue. Like
Country coin.
what?
You said he was a state trooper?
It was a state trooper.
They can
Gina.
put you on
Gina,
and not be
Yes.
on.
he just so happens to be here right now.
You funny. He had that southern accent and everything. Like, dude, I don't even know what he doing in Gary.
Okay, little lady, what the hell are you doing with a charger?
But you
There
know
you
what? It's a
go,
lot.
just
It's a
like
lot
that.
it's a lot that's been going on in Gary, so they might have had to pull some extra people in. It seems like there's a lot
So
been going
they
on.
can pull you over and not be on the highway. Stay true.
Apparently, he
Yeah.
I
did.
think they can pull you over in different towns now.
Yeah. Counties and everything.
From different
Because Gary
towns.
Police
If
Department,
it's a,
because it's
what is it?
depleted.
If the town or the city is next to yours or something, I think they can pull you over now. If I'm not mistaken.
Contiguous county or something like that.
But why
Yeah.
the bright lights? Like, dude had his lights so bright, I couldn't even see.
Because
Why
he
the
wanted you
bright
to stop.
lights?
He wanted you to stop. So that's why he said, "I'm gonna make sure she can't see." So she have to stop.
Don't feel bad, sister.
Well,
It's like it. Ugh.
You should have tried to outrun him, girl. You had a Hemi.
I told my granddaughter, I said,
You
now wouldn't
can't
it be funny if
outrun
I took off and did 90?
You can't outrun a Motorola. You can't outrun a Motorola.
We'll have Gina. It'll be like OJ. We have Gina up on
right.
But wait a minute, like Tyler Perry and Madea, and with Tyler Perry and
Madea goes to jail.
Big Gina. Don't baby family, come get me. Call the attorney lady. Greg, call attorney lady.
Right.
Call your wife.
Everybody. Hey, call all your friends that you know.
Hey. Hold on, King Maurice B.
What?
You're my damn wife.
I said, call your wife lawyer. I'm sorry.
No.
Lawyer wife.
That's the lawyer lady.
See the lawyer
lady. The lawyer lady. I apologize.
That's the mama lawyer.
Don't get me playing that song. Who that is, my baby mama? Who that is?
No, Greg.
I ain't playing no music up in here, and she'll tell you too. She's like, no, Maurice, she gonna find, and you say that, she gonna find every case she can find on you, okay? We ain't that good. I mean, we cool. We got a great son, okay, but we ain't like that. Trust me. Let me see, and she'll tell you. Hold on, I'm gonna see if I can find.
Well,
but we are.
You lucky you're not in jail.
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
My son wouldn't have it, okay? If she tried to put me in jail, my son wouldn't have it. He'd probably never speak to her again. Trust. I'm gonna see if lawyer lady will come on here for a second. Y'all want to get into some personal Greg stuff, okay? She'll tell you, Greg ain't shit.
Oh, we about to get to the true story.
Greg
it's a true story, huh?
Greg ain't shit. What? Hold on.
That's what you gonna say?
No, that's what she gonna say.
Man, they got all my information on this. Everything.
Gina, it's on the blog right now. They put your stuff
Look
up.
at Gina.
We know all your stuff. We know every little thing there is to know about Gina.
Don't knock us.
She says that I always ambush her.
You're an ambusher?
She told you last time you better let her know in advance.
I pay her. She gets some money. Cool.
His name is Benjamin Beers.
Like the beer you drink?
Like the beer you drink.
Is it a where is he? Where did you get stopped at?
Right by where the Boys and Girls Club used to be on Fifth Avenue, right past the library.
Wow. Okay.
All right. I think I could have took him, no, Maurice.
Can I run a Motorola?
Let me ask you a question, Gina. What's the weather like out there?
It's cold.
It's not snowing, no slush, no ice.
That was yesterday.
Oh, okay.
Really? We had that yesterday.
Out here? Yeah, you know the weather is different over here.
Yeah, and you over there by the lake.
It's real different. South.
Why do you do that, Chris?
Why
do you do that?
What I do?
I'm gonna see what the dumbasses what their weather like, okay? Because I had.
What you talking about? It's cold out here.
What's the temp? It's not that cold.
Right now it is.
I was thinking about jumping on the flight coming out there. I just can't figure out when I can do it.
It was cold earlier today. It was 79 degrees.
Oh wow!
Ooh, a whole 79.
Like my friend in Arizona. Girl, it's 80 degrees. Girl, girl, let me turn on this air conditioner. I said, that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
I said, you still looking for a house? You're the best with her.
And up in Michigan, it snowed. It snowed.
Oh, I hear it's real cold out there.
It snowed.
You get inches or just did it stick?
covering. It's and somebody there was a shooting at a high school, a 15-year-old kid.
I read about that.
Yeah, I'm like, woo, boy.
There was one in Illinois as well, I believe, at another high school too today.
Was it four kids were killed?
Yeah, something like
Four.
that. I don't know, but it's like, hey, man.
It's
Man.
rough out here now, and you know it's. And they talked about the Gary schools having where if you're coming in, you know, the security check where you have to go through and things, and you know, unfortunately, that's what we're coming through to.
Yeah, they put more metal detectors at West Side,
Did they?
and now the kids have to carry see-through book bags.
Book bags.
Yep.
So all the gay guys got to have their
You remember when I told you Gary gonna be like lean on me pretty soon, bro?
the whole city, not just one school.
Right.
Well, now
Well,
I ain't gonna say now it's just one school. It's just one school remaining. How about that?
it's 3 though.
Yeah, it is.
3.
Wow.
So
That's
hey,
not a lot.
in Gary, is there a place called University Park?
Yes, it's Glen Park. It's where IU is.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because that's where
They
they're supposed to be
renamed it.
building up. They're going to build up over there. I think they
They
said.
renamed it University Park.
Mhm.
So
Cool.
that's where Hard Rock was originally supposed to be, right?
That's what I had heard.
And you can't build nothing over there in that hole.
That's what I had heard, that it was going to be right over. It is. It's like a lot of land right on
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
east
but
side
Or
of
if you go over the bridge,
right
Well,
of
they
the
got-
east side of IU. It's a lot of land there.
But isn't
Yeah.
that a flood
That's what I
area?
was getting ready to say. It's a lot of water always
That's a
over
big flood area, if I'm not mistaken.
That's
No, they come
On
in
the
and
west
did
side, it is.
They came over there and did a lot.
They-
It doesn't even flood over there anymore.
So they
by
did
IU.
that's
water
where
management.
Yeah.
that's where Gilroy and the boxing gym used to be at, and
Yeah.
then
Yep.
from there going all the way back.
Oh no, that's west of Broadway.
No, that's
That's west of Broadway. I know exactly what I'm talking about. Where
No,
the boxing thing is, that's across from the park.
that's as soon as you go over the bridge.
Right, but it's
Yeah.
west.
Yeah, so
On
that
the
from
west side,
there,
right.
from the where the boxing gym in at is
Mhm.
from there all the way to where IUN all that
Mhm.
open spaces at. That's where the Hard Rock was supposed to be at.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's too
I
much
had
into
heard
Gary,
it was
they
going to
said.
be there too.
Mm.
That's why I kept my property over there. I'm 2 blocks east of IU.
Wow.
But
Yeah, I remember when you were talking about that building over there across.
right next
Mhm.
to the Dairy Queen.
Yeah,
They got. I was looking at. They had a 7,000 square foot building for like $199,000 on Broadway. There for sale.
Well, here's the reason I asked about university. What is it? What is it called? A university.
University Park or
University
something.
Look,
Park.
I was just looking at some stuff and I found this.
Mhm.
All right, beautiful, right?
And dug up the front and everything.
Mhm.
Beautiful. No, they didn't dig up. That's the way it came. It's coming out on the screen. It's not dug up. It's green grass. Nice little.
Your checkers checking it out. Okay.
Yeah. So I saw this and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna need to check that out because the price. I was like, get out of here.
What was the price? What? How many square foot? Oh,
Oh, that's on Jefferson.
Mhm. That's Morningside. Is that University Park? That's Morningside. Sound like on 46.
It's not.
Jefferson?
No,
that's over
no,
there by Lou Wallace.
No?
it's
That's
not
over there by Lou-
Morningside yet. Not
Okay.
42nd.
It's over there by
Yeah,
Lou
No, that was
Wallace.
46.
It's by Lou
It's
Wallace,
over
right?
there by Lou Wallace. Okay,
That's
and there's
Morningside, I thought.
there's a whole lot of
Let me
nice.
see that house. Let me see that
Nice.
again, because that looks familiar. That's
Nice.
right. That looks.
I
Okay.
went
There's
and
a lot
checked-
of nice
Is that a corner
houses
house?
over
Is that
there.
a corner house, Greg?
Yes, it's right on the corner.
I know that house. Okay.
Okay, and there's a few. I'm telling you, this has 5 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms,
Mhm.
2,574 square feet on 2.9 acres of land.
wow.
Right.
I like that.
And I said, you know what? For that price,
Jump on it.
All right.
But you know what? You need to check, see if this still has good bones, because a lot of those houses over there in
Exactly.
Morningside have not been kept up and updated.
So as I
So
started looking,
Put some paint on it and kept
that's
rolling.
It
cosmetic.
doesn't.
You need
I'm
to
gonna
check the
tell you,
bones.
look at that ceiling right
Marcella. It
there.
does not matter because if you put enough, if you
I don't like orange
invest in
water.
it, the value is gonna go up.
Okay, so what's the value of the other homes in that area, though?
They
They
weigh more than that.
they're between 89,000 and 100 and I think it was
So
100.
they're less.
No,
But you
I said there's a couple in there, but if you go around in that whole cul-de-sac,
for the bigger ones.
Yeah, but
it's
you know that starts where all the big houses used to be
the
at.
size
Yeah.
of that room.
Like over by Horace
As
Mann.
a matter of fact, one of the little girls when I had my
This is
daycare,
big.
that looked like her grandmother's house, her cousin's house. I dropped her off at that house one time,
What's her
but you
name?
know that was
Renee?
so long ago.
What's her
Yeah,
name? Renee? You don't remember?
No, her name was Dashane.
Now I can tell you why it's so cheap too. And you made a statement about the bones of the house. Okay,
Mhm.
it's not that, doesn't look that good inside. You know, like here's one of the bathrooms here.
What's the address? Yeah, she needs some work, and that's sheetrock too.
That's cosmetic. I'm telling you, that is
Sheetrock
straight
is
cosmetic.
Okay,
What's the
but still, it brings down the value. Okay.
What's the address? Exact address, Greg.
What's that,
See, somebody
46?
gonna jump on it. Don't put it
46,
out there.
45? Yeah.
Don't
He
put
already
it out
put it out
there.
there.
I'll put it out there. I mean, you know, I'll put, and I'm going to put a bid in, but they take it. It's
That place or street?
Place.
For
You know,
some
that
reason,
area was really, really nice when the Wallace was open. And then I believe it was maybe 15 years ago, there was a guy that got shot down in front of his house right there in Morningside. He was going in with his mom and they drove up and shot him down right in front of his mom.
That was probably my cousin David
I don't
Fitzpatrick.
remember the guy's name, but he was a young guy.
David who?
Fitzpatrick.
Are you
He
related
got shot
to
down in front of his
people on
house.
Burrow
22nd
Fitzpatrick.
in Ohio, Fitzpatrick?
Mm-hmm. All the Fitzpatricks there.
Wait. Paula Eastland?
That don't ring a bell. No.
Vivian Eastland?
No,
Okay, because there was a Miss Fitzpatrick, that's my people, on 22nd in Ohio.
No,
Okay. That was
her house is I'm ready to say 41st and
okay. Because I was gonna say you name just about anybody on 22nd in Ohio. They related to me. My family married all the different neighbors.
I got a lot of comments
What?
that are not. I got a lot of comments that are not popping up for some reason. When I switched the feed, it changed some stuff. But Bree Burnett says, "Folks who need can't get it." Little lady said, "What website are you using?" Little lady also said, tax sales coming up." There's some other comments too, but I can't get to them, and they're not popping up on here. But we appreciate you guys still watching the show. I don't know. I think you're just watching it from the website. I mean, from the post. You got to come to the website like you do daily to watch the show. But we're about to go off anyway, and we still got to talk about True Story. We'll talk about that another day.
Stay on, because I'm looking at this house and these wood floors. These are original old school.
I love the
floors.
Ooh wee. I love the wood floors.
I'm a house freak, so I'm like.
What that rent for it, dear?
Huh?
This is
Well,
nice.
they got rent prices up here too, or something like that.
Well, the Zillow. I'm looking at Zillow, and Zillow's.
I'm on Trulia.
I'm on Realtor.com. Oh, and look at the. Okay, so this flooring here is newer.
Yeah,
okay, are we gonna go off air and we can talk about this? Let me put this up.
Well, I don't want to talk about it, but we can.
Oh,
I want to show y'all that video though of the comparison. Also, so it's 822. Then I got some. I'm creating a website.
Yeah, that's cosmetic. Most of that stuff could be done.
Yes, that the house I purchased
I like
by
the property in a brick
Indiana
house.
University wasn't in that good of a shape.
Okay,
but you know what? I'm looking at. Is this the basement or something? Okay, that's the carpet.
I'm telling you.
Okay.
Greg,
there's
a good
another
value. It's a good buy.
That's a brick house.
It's a good
Hey,
buy.
120, man. 120.
That's good. I'm looking at this.
Down to 100.
You ain't gonna get that
now,
low,
though, Greg.
What?
The way the real estate is now, you know, a lot of people are actually paying. If you're not getting it like share
10%.
they're paying more than what you know,
Y'all-
being put up
Y'all
there.
y'all
They're
just don't.
offering
I'm
more,
gonna
and they're
bring y'all
offering
with me when
cash.
I do this. Y'all don't know how I do this, okay?
Greg, I already know. You know I got property, and I got some out there too.
Yeah, I'm a
So
nice
I
man.
already know.
That's nice, Greg.
That's why I held on to mine. I was gonna sell mine.
Mhm.
And it would have been sold if the girl that wanted to buy it hadn't have been trying to get over so bad. Like, I'm trying to school you and teach you about having property and the assets of it, and you trying to get over coming over here with that Chicago BS.
Hey,
5-3.
lady, Justice asked, Gina, did you go to tax sale? I heard it coming up beginning of the year. I'm definitely interested. Carl tells me, he
Yes.
said, call me Greg Gray.
Yes. My first property, well, 3 of my properties was off the tax sale. It's different. It's a little bit different now because, one, they went up on the registration fee. It used to be $500. It's $1,000 now.
Mhm.
And they had it's infiltrated. I mean, it's so many people coming from all out of state just buying up all the property in Gary. The good
Well,
thing
it's
is they are rehabbing it, and they're beautifying the neighborhoods. You don't see
That's
a lot of
Harrison.
abandoned buildings in the neighborhoods like, 10 years ago.
Yeah.
But they're just buying it up, and I just don't understand why the citizens here are not homeowners. Like, there is no reason for it other than you're just not educated.
True.
And they're saying a lot of people are losing their homes after paying
Still.
for all those years sitting up at those doggone casinos. They're having to pay turning over their homes to the casinos, and now they're paying rent or something to the casinos. Something crazy. I'm like, what?
There's one
Yeah,
more.
I don't know if the casinos are in the real estate.
There's one more that was right down the block.
One right over off of Harrison. 5 bedrooms, 3 bath, 169, 2,000 square foot.
Now that area where University Park, it's a good investment because even them changing the name from Glen Park to University Park, the value went up. The value of the houses over there went up. Just that house that you showed us, the first one, probably would have sold for $60,000. It would have sold for about $60,000.
So Gina, is that all of Glen Park is now called University Park?
No.
Nope.
They
have there by IU and back up in that area.
Yep.
Okay.
That's not near IU though. That's not near IU.
No, it's not.
It's the area around the golf course up to IU.
No.
Oh, that's University Park?
Yeah, that is University Park. And then I think 3 blocks over on the east side of IU.
That's so from 40 something, wherever all of those houses are at, all the way back there. You say?
Yes, that's all University Park.
Okay. Not that house not on Jefferson Park, Jefferson Place you're talking about, Greg. I think that is
not that it doesn't go that far back.
Right.
But it says University Park.
Then it's probably part of it.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how far they went back to it, but it's not all of Glen Park. My son lives in Glen Park, and where he's at on the other side of Georgia is not University Park.
Okay. Well, look, y'all. We gotta get out of here. We did talk about King Richard. We got booted off, and we came back to another one. And then they apologized and said, "Go ahead, you can play what you want." All right, but we opted not to. We cool. All right, but we're gonna come back again tomorrow. We may talk about a true story in depth. We may not. We may do something else. Okay, you never know. Okay, but we just made it real personal here. Okay, because that's what we do.
Well, I thought we were doing our spoken word tomorrow.
If you want to do that, it's gonna be us though.
Hey, I do some spoken word.
Yeah, we know you do. We know you do. Way down south, where the elephant go, or whatever.
Way down in the jungle deep. The dignified monkey stepped on the line.
Signified.
The line said, "Can't you see you stepping on my doggone feet?"
Look at
Let's go TV Live. We out y'all for real. We out. Okay?
He said for real.
That's what they should be copyright banning us for. Okay, that bullshit like that. Okay. Anyway, we'll see you guys tomorrow. All right, peace. Okay.